Hello loves, and welcome to Modern Living with Bree. If you're new to the channel, hey, my name is Bree, and if you're a returning family member, thank you so much for joining me today. As you can see, I am in my foyer, and we are going to do a entry foyer or entry table reboot. I'm thinking about changing up some things here, and even on top of the ledge at the top there, we're gonna might change some of the things up there, and adding a different look to the wall. So if you're interested to see what I will be doing for my entry table, stay tuned. So here's the mirror I am going to install. Right above the entry table is a black leather frame, and it needs to be dusted because it was up in the attic for a while. You can see how dusty that is. But anyway, it's like I was saying, it's a black frame, and it's pretty huge and very, very heavy. So my husband has to install some anchors on the wall before we hang this up. But it's such a beautiful mirror once it get polished up and everything, and I loved it. I had this mirror for, wow, before we even moved in this home, and it's been with us such a long time. And it's a large mirror. It's about 47 by 35. That's how big it is. Very, very large, but it would fit perfectly over on that condenser. Are the two mirrors. Now, most of you remember these mirrors. The last video that I've done in this area, I think it was the pre-summer decorating for the foyer, and I stated that I was going to paint these mirrors. And as you've seen the ending of the painting that I shared with you guys, it's finally painted black. It's a gorgeous. I love the way it looks. It's in a flat black, not a shiny black. So it's perfect. It would go very nicely with the leather frame and mirror. So I only did 2 of them just in case I didn't like it, but also I wanted to go, just in case I wanted to go back to the silver, I have 3 silver and 2 black. So I thought that would be a good choice to do that. As you can see, I have some tape that I measured the mirror on the width, and also measured the holes. So I went ahead and put the holes there in the tape as a template for my husband when he gets ready to install the anchors and the screws. It is off-centered from the light above. Over here on this side is where I'm going to be placing the smaller mirrors here. So I'm thinking that is going to give a very different kind of look. Eventually, I will change the lights in the foyer. There are 3 of them at a later date. I want to share a tip that will change your credenza or your entry table just a little bit if you want a little pop. I am going to change the handles. As you see, the handle is not there in the drawer. I took it off, and what it looked like is this pretty silver handle that came with the entry table or credenza. So it's a beautiful handle, but I wanted something a little bit darker that would make the credenza pop here in the foyer. So what I did is went to Lowe's and I purchased this black bar. And what you need to do if you want to change your handles on your drawers, any drawers, you have to make sure that the hose lines up with your new handles. So I took both of these, well, not both of them. I took this one to Lowe's and looked at some handles, and this worked perfectly. So if you see the hose there, you can see that this matches up very, very well. And I think it would look very nice here on the entry table. Now that my husband installed the mirror, I am loving how it looks. It's off-centered, just the way I want it. And now we are going to go ahead and clean the leather and polish it, and then clean the glass. What I normally use is the Pledge Specialty Surface Polish, and it's polish any surface, glass, window, woods, mirrors, anything. But it's very hard to find in this area. So I looked on Amazon, and they have a case of 6, and that is very expensive. So what I decided to do is to try this Pledge multi-surface polish cleaner, and it's supposed to do exactly the same We're going to try this and see how well it cleans. So hopefully this will work, and I was pretty satisfied with it. So, because this is pretty dusty. It's been up in the attic for a while. And it's giving me that nice little buff. We're going to let that completely dry because I can't really tell that much. But for the parts I can tell, it does give me that nice buff look. Okay, everyone, so we're going to go ahead and decorate that side of the mirror. If you guys remember these, I said I was going to paint them in a previous video. And I did paint 2 of these. So we're going to see how this is going to look to accompany the side of that mirror. I already put the screws here on the side. So we're just going to go ahead and install the 2 mirrors right beside each other, but a little staggered so it will look interesting. We're going to begin decorating the top of the entry table, and I have a few tall statues I'm going to put on the left hand side. Now I can't remember where I purchased these guys, so what I will do is I will put the description and a link in the box below, the description box below, so you guys can check it out if you like it, or just curious about how much it costs. But I love these. It puts some height on the side of the mirror to try to balance the mirrors on the other side. So I thought this would do very well here. And then right there under those mirrors, it seemed kind of empty. If I leave it that way, it seemed like something is missing at the lower level of the tables. So I DIY'd a floor arrangement that I thought would look very nice there, and also give it some pop of color. So we have this nice little pedestal that I thought would look nice for a stand for my floor arrangement. And I think that looked very, very nice. It gives a pop of color and it gives us some interest over here on the right hand side. And it also covers up that blank space that was right in this section. So I think that filled that up pretty well. So here's how everything looks all together. And I am loving how everything came together. I even love the handle that I installed on the drawer in the entry table. It came out very nice. I love how that looked. It really gives a nice black accent to the entry table. And remember I said I was going to decorate the top of the ledge here. So I did that. And we have some black spears. As you can see, we have a black spear. We have a white spear on top of there. And then I would get a third one. I think I need a third one. I'm not sure what color that would be, but I will put a third one smaller than those 2 up there to complete the set. And also that light, guys, we're going to have to get rid of that light because it does not go with my vision of how I want things to look over here. So that would be in another video. Well, that is it for me, guys. I'm so glad you joined me today. If you're new to the channel, hey, my name is Bree, and welcome to Modern Living with Bree. I hope you like what you see today and decide to stay. And if so, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell twice so you'll be notified when I upload videos like this one. And all of my family members, thank you so much for joining me again today for another video. I will get with you guys on the next one. Smooches!